Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. We have with us wonderful Ivanova again, and today she's going to walk us through a wonderful resource, a great platform, Kahoot. Ms. Ivanova is will help us to explore how we can gamify our classrooms with Kahoot. A very warm welcome to you, Ms. Ivanova, and we are really glad to have you back with us. Over to you. Please continue with the session.
Hello, dear participants, dear educators. I hope all of you know what Kahoot is, and many of you, maybe the majority of you, have already played Kahoot. Uh, but today we are going to focus on the effects, on the positive effects of Kahoot in the classroom. And besides, I will add about some new features which appeared in Kahoot this year. So today I would love you to play Kahoot with me and learn about Kahoot. That's why you can take your um, gadgets, mobiles, or you can just go to the link and join our game of Kahoot. So the presentation will be made in the form of a game, and this is a takeaway I took from Kahoot summits. This is how some of the Kahoot certified educators, verified educators join their webinars on Kahoot. So get ready to join, and while watching, reading the slides, you are going to play and learn about Kahoot. So these days I am gamifying my webinars with the help of Kahoot. So when you set up the Kahoot features, you can arrange friendly nickname generators like today. So we are waiting for participants to join.
You can use your gadgets to and go to Kahoot.it and enter the pin given by Ms. Ivanova. Yes, we can see participants entering. No, like we don't have any participant at the moment. The code is 4626975.
So the new thing today is that when you enter your name for Kahoot, you have to add the design on the screen, like so arrange the figures on the screen, shapes in the screen in the right order. I'm struggling with this. So, so dear participants, try to join the game so that we can play. So Lovely Pelican is here. Yes. All right. Now I will start playing the game so that we can learn about the Kahoot features that allow us to gamify our classroom. So this is my Kahoot agenda for today. So I will tell you about what Kahoot is, how to create a Kahoot. I will tell you about Kahoot Academy. Kahoot is a popular application that helps gamify work, study, and leisure, suitable for any age. Available in 11 languages. On any device, you can play double screen mode and is used by millions of people, teachers and students, even employees. You can play Kahoot in your family as well. You can play Kahoot at any age and in any environment. So, Kahoot is free for education. Is it true or false? So we know that there are updated premium accounts, and there are also free accounts which have less features though. So in the multi-select mode, you have to select more than one right answer. Kahoot is used for what purposes? For checks and home assignments, formative assessment, material revision, and new material introduction. Yes, it is true. Again, we have multi-select mode, and we are discussing what you can do on Kahoot. You can share your Kahoot with other educators and students. You can host a Kahoot like I'm doing today. You can find or create Kahoot like I did today. And you can play a Kahoot as a student, as an educator. All of these options are possible on Kahoot. Что это такое идет у меня? Well, what's wrong with it, I wonder. Well, sorry, there is some issue with Kahoot. I have to.
That's okay. No issues. We can wait. It happens.
So there is something wrong with the timing. I can't switch the slide. Sorry for some technical issue with the slide. It takes a long time to move the slide. So, when you arrange your slides, you have a choice of seconds and minutes for the timing. Maybe I made some mistake when arranging the timing. It takes a long time to wait for the slide. So in my game, I'm trying to demonstrate all the the possible ways to play different slides on Kahoot, to create and play. So we have got lovely zebra as well. Thank you. So a new feature on Kahoot is that you can download it on the Zoom, in the Zoom chat box, and you can play a Kahoot directly from the Zoom. And now I will show you how to create a Kahoot.
Yes, Miss Ivanova, just a minute. I think they are struggling with the PIN number. The PIN number is again four
Yes,
six two six
it is
nine
quite
seven
new.
five.
Yes. Now, and you know, there is also the pattern, a circle. So there is a pattern here at the bottom. So it's quite
Okay.
new. It's struggling.
So
So
I'm
to,
just sending the PIN in the chat. Can you please show
so
it
to
again?
create a new Kahoot, you can use different templates. Is it true or false? So it is a new feature. It appeared yesterday, and it makes difficult to join the game. This pattern. You enter the game pin, and then you add the pattern. So you can use various templates, ready-made templates to play Kahoot, to create a Kahoot. So you can choose from quiz, true, false, type answer, puzzle, quiz and audio. You can even have poll, and premium versions has word cloud and other options. So I also love creating different slides. You can even search in the search box for a ready-made slide. So how you can play a Kahoot? You can play in different ways. You cannot assign a Kahoot as homework. Is it true or false? If you look at the screen, you can see teach and assign mode. So when you click assign, that means that you create a challenge, a home task in the form of a challenge. So when you are joining Kahoot these days, you have to add the pin and the pattern. So when you arrange a challenge, you can, when you arrange a game, live game like now, you can choose different options. And when you assign a challenge, you also can use the question timer, personalized learning, randomize the answers and questions, and you can arrange the date for the deadline. So what modes can a Kahoot be played? It can be played the classic way, live, like now. It can be played team versus team on a shared device or on an individual device. So three modes are possible. There are only two teams on a free account. Is it true or false? Yes, you have to update your account to have more groups. Only blue and red are available. But still, it is engaging to play in teams. So, so this is the answer to be typed in. Where can you find ready-to-use Kahoots? Now you have to type in your answer. You can check spelling. You can check students' knowledge. It can be one word, maybe two words, and you can have up to 4 options to be suggested for students for the answers. So we have got Shining Dragon. Thank you for joining. You are struggling to join in. So if you go to Kahoot Academy, it is knowledge platform, content from verified educators as suggested. It's a global community and it's a marketplace. You can find collections and lessons from publishers, ready-made and of high quality. You can also find collections and lessons from verified educators, and they are also ready to use and to different topics. So this is Kahoot Academy. Here are the links for you to join Kahoot Academy and become a verified educator. You can have fun with Kahoot because it is based on gamification in the classroom. It is a means to gamify your classroom. So what makes things fun to learn? So you can create challenge, set a goal. It raises students' self-esteem. So develop fantasy. So you can use Kahoot effectively in the classroom because it has learning effects. It develops classroom dynamics, and you can also use audio and points on and off for different purposes. So you can develop concentration, challenge, player skills, and control in the classroom. So you set clear goals. It allows immersion and feedback and social interaction. Social and emotional learning is supported by Kahoot. And here are some Kahoot tips from Kahoot verified educators. Steve Sherman's Kahoot. You can play it as a test. You can put difficult and easier questions. You can choose from short Kahoots and longer Kahoots, depending on the number of questions. You can repeat with Kahoot. You can introduce new material. So the timing is from 5 seconds to 4 minutes. You can test knowledge in the form of quizzes. You can collect opinions. And here come recent updates, like reports and groups. So you can find such features on Kahoot. You can import slides and questions. You can play on single screen. You can have challenge mode as a home task, and you can mute the background music when it does not allow the good classroom flow. So you can analyze students' progress on where? So there is a special page where you can analyze students' progress. So reports page. So we have got lovely zebra, lovely pelican, and shining dragon on board. So who can collaborate on Kahoot? Students, teachers, all of the above. These days, only teachers can collaborate. Lovely pelican comes to the podium. So here is a multi-select question. How can you organize your Kahoots? You can start a course, set up collections, and search the Discover library. So the question is in the true or false mode. You can invite other educators to collaborate on Kahoot. Is it true or false? So yes, it's true. Purple Wolf has joined our game at last. So, and here is the announcement. Stay tuned with Kahoot because there is a prize announced for the largest amount of Kahoots played. You can get educated with Kahoot as well. You can have weekly office consultations with Kahoot verified educators. And here comes the final poll. I'm looking for your opinion. How do you like Kahoot application? You can use Giphies as well. What is your idea of Kahoot? So opinions are different. So some of us think about the difficulty of Kahoot. So in the podium you can see the winners, and here comes the feedback page when you can see the results. Now I will stop sharing for now. I will stop sharing for now. And so first I would like to ask if the so now that was just a brief introduction into the up-to-date Kahoot state. So you can write your questions in the chat box, and we will share a collection of links, useful links on how to create and use Kahoot in the classroom. And if time allows, I will come to my account and will show you how it works, just in case if you are not very aware of the account. I will start sharing the screen again. And so last year and this year, there is such a bonus for Microsoft experts, like a premium account on Kahoot. And it makes possible to upgrade your Kahoots. Now I'm going to my Kahoot and start from the very beginning. So you see this introduction page, and you can see lots of links here announcing different courses, blogs to learn more about Kahoot. So you can upgrade and have a paid account. You can, if you look at the dashboard, you see the news here. You see blogs for school, for work, and for home use. And you can also learn about Kahoot Academy. So you can play, or you can log in as a creator, a teacher, or a student. Student can also create Kahoots. First, we will explore the dashboard, what you can find on Kahoot, and then I will maybe briefly show you how my Kahoot works, how I create Kahoots. So you see, this is my dashboard. First of all, pay attention to this announcement, the blue one. Host the most Kahoots, win awesome prizes. If you go to learn more, they recommend various sorts of competitions, like the most team games, the most classic way played games, so you can win prizes for different applications of Kahoot. So you have to fill out the form and join in the competition. Then in the bottom right corner, you can see the announcement about the coming updates of the Kahoot Academy. Yes, Kahoot Academy Connect is to be announced somewhere at the end of November or at the beginning of December. It is a kind of Kahoot community, a kind of global family. And now if you look at this dashboard, you can see in the top there is Discover Library here, Discover page. You can come to Discover page, and this is where you find ready-made Kahoots and even lessons from partners, from Kahoot verified educators, and you can filter them by age, by topic, by the student level, and by subject. You can find your library. These are your Kahoots created by the educator. And if you look at this page, you can see that here are recent Kahoots, drafts, your favorites, and the ones shared with you. Then if you look on the left, you can see School of Awesome. You can join School of Awesome when you are entering your account, and you can create folders here, collections. In the spring, they used to be called collections. Now they are called folders. And then the new feature is courses. You can collect your Kahoots into courses. For example, I have got the course called Gamify Your Classroom with Kahoot. And here you can find one Kahoot for a start. So you can arrange your Kahoots in different ways. Like courses, you can assign the courses for students, for educators, or like topic folders. So if you look at the top, here come reports. This is the place where you can look for the results of learning, of playing Kahoots, for example. So we have played Gamify Your Classroom right now. If I open, I see that we had 4 players, 41 question, played 19 minutes, and only 25% answers were correct. So that means that I should have reviewed, have replayed. And Steve Sherman recommends to use Kahoot in this way. First, you can play it as an introduction to the lesson, to the topic. And in this case, only the quickest and the smartest students win. And there are students who are often not on the podium, and they feel frustrated. So, and if you play this Kahoot after the lesson, or maybe for the second time at the next lesson, when the topic has been discussed and the students are aware of the material, so those students who are usually not winning, they can come to the podium. And this is the way to review and to raise students' self-awareness, self-esteem. So you can see that there are 3 students, three participants on the screen, and lovely Zebra has the best level of knowledge. Maybe it allows the teacher to do personalized teaching, to assign this Kahoot to the students again as a kind of homework. Now, if you see feedback, so yes, feedback is possible only when you have a paid account. So you can you can print the reports, and if I come back to my reports, you can see some Kahoots assigned as home task. For example, I have got this one. It is a home task for my students. It was assigned on Saturday. I see that 0 students played it. So, but the deadline allows time for doing the task. So you can change deadline. You can check the students' progress. And you can share this through Teams, Google Classroom. Now, quite a new feature on Kahoot is groups. This is the place where educators can collaborate. So you can see I have created one group. And do I have any members here? Today I sent in invites to educators. No one has joined my group yet. So when I go to group settings, I can arrange different features here, like members can share content and external members can share content. People uh, people can be invited by me and by members of the group. So this is a new feature. I'm just starting to discover it, to explore it. And now I come back to my library. So if you want to create a Kahoot, you click the link create, and you can choose from different templates. You can teach with slides. It is very good for introducing information. You can have Kahoot for formative assessment. So you can even play blind Kahoots. Frankly speaking, I have never tried blind Kahoot yet. You can practice spelling, and you can create a Kahoot to introduce yourself in September at the beginning of the school year. So if I click create a Kahoot, you can see that first you go to settings and you have to choose the title. You have to choose the title. Then you can add some descriptions, some tags. You can choose a picture. So it can be added from a library or it can be uploaded. So these days, the library has got a wide variations, a wide variety of pictures. Well, you can choose some picture, you can upload a picture. Then you choose the language. These days, there are 11 languages available, or even more, even more. So in August, they announced 11 languages. So you choose visibility. If you make it private, it is not copyable. So you can make it public. And if you make it unlisted, only teachers, students who have the link can play this Kahoot. You can even arrange the music. I usually don't change any music. And then you click done, and you have done the setting of your Kahoot. I often create my own images for Kahoot on Bansi. And then you start adding questions. You can add a question choosing from the list. You see that three types of questions are available only on premium account. And if you click on the quiz, you see the layout on the left. If you click true false, you also see the layout on the left. And you can click here and you look for ready-made questions. You can add this question to your Kahoot. Yes, it is easy to create Kahoots using these questions. Yes, now you can also add a slide. You can choose from a variety of slides, lots of them different, And again, if you click on the left, you can see the layout. You can add videos, big pictures, big media, and text is restricted. You can also search by the search button. For example, I click the word Kahoot and I find a slide. So yes, this is how you create. When you create a slide, you look on the right side and you can see, you can change the type of the slide. You can even change the slide into the question. So look, if it is a slide, I can add the color here, the background color. I can change the layout of the slide. And if I wish, I can change a slide into a question. And it becomes a question. So you can, so if it is a question, you have to look at the time limit. So if the question is difficult, needs reading, you make it longer. And if the question is easy, you make the time shorter, even 4 minutes. Oh, excuse me, not 4 minutes, 5 seconds, yes. So the points can be standard, double points, if the question is difficult. And if you don't want any competition in the classroom, you are just teaching students, then you can choose no points. So then if you have a picture and it is a key to the answer, then you can hide the picture in different ways so that students don't see the image at once. Just give them time to think. So you can have different types of revealing the image. So this is how you create your Kahoot. Then you save. So if something is missing, you have to fix. Yes, I have to fix because I haven't. I have to delete something. And I have to choose the right answer. Now I can save. Then you can go back to editing. You can test your Kahoot. You can play it right now, or you can share your Kahoot with others using different social media, using Google Classroom and Teams. It is also integrated into PowerPoint. And you can share by the link. You click done, and you have your Kahoot on your list. So hello, dear educators again. And so are there any questions in the chat box?
Yes, there is a question that is it all about quizzes? I think Grishima asked this question that is it all about quizzes? Is this only for quizzes?
I guess that Kahoot started as quizzes application. When I learned about Kahoot, maybe in 2019, it was a kind of competition quiz for me. These days, I use Kahoot. I like slides very much. When I use slides, I can teach a lesson. I teach grammar. I teach culture. I'm an English language teacher. So that's why whenever I create a Kahoot, I usually add slides just to give extra information to students. Besides, I love creating Kahoot myself. Sometimes I pick up a Kahoot from the Kahoot library. I I play it once with students, then I get the idea of the Kahoot and I start creating something myself, adding slides, changing questions, adding videos. I love also adding videos to Kahoots. And these days I started training sessions with Kahoot. So you can use Kahoots for to play a game, to teach a lesson with slides, with videos. You can use Kahoot for formative assessment. So, and besides, you can collaborate as a teacher with other educators, sharing Kahoots in your group. So now I think I will show you how to add a video to your Kahoot, because you can choose even a short piece from your video to be demonstrated. Now, so video slides make Kahoots more interactive and more informative, more educational. So I go to YouTube. So when I choose a film to be shown on Kahoot, yes, there is a Kahoot here. I started. So I watch this film and choose the piece to be shown in the classroom. I will choose some film about Russia. I click on the video.
Оформите Тинькофф Platinum до 22 ноября и получите бесплатное обслуживание навсегда. Вам нравится, когда ваша кошка довольна, и для вас важно ее здоровье. Экспертное сочетание сухого и влажного корма Purina One в рационе – это забота о здоровье вашего питомца и отменный вкус. Кормите правильно вместе с Purina One.
So, for example, I choose the piece from 4 seconds on. I click on the edit mode and I choose a slide where I can add a video. Just a second, I'm switching on my energy. Sorry. So I click add slide and I click big media. I click, you can add audio, you can add GIFs, and I click on video. And now you can search or you can paste the link. Oh, excuse me. So you paste the link. And now here comes the whole video if it is on the slide. If it is on the slide, you add the whole video. Yes, you choose a video and you choose the timing. For example, I start from 0, 04, done, 2, 0, 0, 45 seconds. That means that only this piece of video will be shown in my Kahoot. And if I add a question, so for example, it is a quiz, and I want to insert a media, I can add images, I can upload images from my laptop, I can choose GIFs, you can search them by the keyword, yes, you can add some stickers, and now I click on videos, and I want to add my link. So yesterday I added the link, so and cut it down, and today it doesn't obey. So yes, this come. Yes, I choose from 0, 4, done, to maybe 20 seconds, done. And that means this piece of video will be shown while students are answering the question. So there is some question here, question and answer. So this is how you can add media. So audio, video, images can be added to your Kahoots. And you can use it not only as a game, as a quiz, but also as an educational resource to teach. I will show you my library. You can see the names of my Kahoots. So these are for training webinars. I have also many country study Kahoots and devoted to festivals, to classroom topics. You can teach grammar, vocabulary. We have, whenever we do a session, global session with students, educators, we often play a Kahoot. For example, readers theater. We read a story and then we play a Kahoot. And I can teach students gerund and infinitive. I can introduce the topic in the classroom, or I can test them, make it a formative assessment or a home assignment, a challenge for them. So you can see there are different names coming here. You can teach anything with Kahoot. All right, I stop sharing again and I come to the room to answer your questions.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask. It is really a wonderful tool, as Miss Ivanova just showed you how we can make a video lesson, right? When we show a video, students usually, passively interact with that. At times they don't even watch it, right? So Kahoot is again a great tool to make the video a video lesson. If you have any questions about the application, you can ask Miss Ivanova. She is a pro at that, and you will become as good as Miss Ivanova if you will practice a little bit, right? So first we
I'm
need to
I'm not
check.
I'm not the top Kahootist. So there are
Yeah, but it's wonderful
more
to see
advanced
you,
educators.
playing around, and there are some technical glitches as well. At times it doesn't work, but it doesn't mean that we need to stop, because it actually makes the classroom fun. As Miss Ivanova said, that you can use it to check the conceptions and misconceptions of the students at the beginning of the lesson, to know where your students are in their learning, right? So it can be used as a prior knowledge assessment or a formative assessment with any subject, right? And it actually reduces the time of content creation, right? We spend a lot of time in creating content, and there are some wonderful ready-made Kahoots available which we can use. Right. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Uh, Miss Ivanova has a wonderful takeaway for you. I'm very excited about that takeaway. But yeah, it would be great if you have any questions you can ask. If you're feeling stuck somewhere, that no, uh,
And what
there's something which is
possibilities
not
are
clear.
new? That is, you can join Kahoot Academy. You can become a verified Kahoot verified educator. You can even become level 1, level 2, level 3 Kahoot verified educator. And you can collaborate in groups. It is appealing. It's amazing to have collaborations. And I should say that when you can play Kahoot any day, anytime. You can play at home. You can introduce your material, let it be it mathematics or uh, chemistry, any other subject. You can introduce, you can use Kahoot at the beginning of the lesson to warm up. You can Kahoot to summarize the lesson. And any age students love playing Kahoot, from little ones to the school leavers. All of them enjoy Kahoot. And whenever you have some global connection, you can also create a Kahoot. You can find a Kahoot on Kahoot Academy.
I can't see any questions as such. Probably they want to try it and then they will come back and ask questions to us. Yeah, so there are no questions as such, Miss Ivanova.
And you know, dear friends, you are always welcome to connect with me on Facebook or maybe some other way on WhatsApp. And you can ask me questions. You can ask me for support because I love Kahoot. And you know what makes me happy, that even students, global students, after having played Kahoot with me, start creating their own Kahoots. That is amazing. So yes, and whenever we have our global conversation club, they ask me, "Shall we play Kahoot today, teacher Nadia?" And we usually play one. And you know, there is another application similar to Kahoot, that is quizzes. Mm, quizzes, and they're almost the same, but Kahoot is more popular.
All right, they want to have one more session to understand it more deeper. We do understand it is little challenging. And yeah, we can have one more session. First, try your hands on it, like do it
Maybe we
practically.
can have another session just
Yes.
to show you how I find the Kahoot, how I update a Kahoot, and how I create my own Kahoot.
Yes, that would be nice, and it will
A
give them,
practical session.
more
Yes.
explicit ideas. And this session was a quick idea to help you to understand how many features are there and what all possibilities are there when it comes to Kahoot. And yes, another session will be again, a session which will help you to further scaffold what you have done today. If you have any more specific questions, feel free to ask. Miss Ivanova will try to answer your questions. So feel free to ask. You want me to send the link of the takeaway in the chat box, Miss Ivanova?
Yes, yes, you can share the giveaway in the chat
All
box.
right.
And
So
dear educators,
here is a giveaway for you from Miss Ivanova, and just explore it. It's a
yes, it's
wonderful
a
Wicked
collection of links,
collection. Yeah.
and you can see
Yeah,
the
you can
redeem
explain
code.
about
You can also redeem the code for the session and get your certificate on your points on Microsoft Education.
Great. So you will have two certificates, one from Microsoft that will help you, that you will get after redeeming your code, and the other one. Would you like to, say something else, Miss Ivanova? Would you like to conclude the session, or do you have something else to share?
So I think I will stop at this point. I should say that uh, there are many global educators who are my tutors, who I follow, and who
Yeah.
inspired my love for Kahoot. But I really so I love many applications. So Wakelet, Kahoot, Bansi are my favorites, and that's why you can not only gamify your classroom with Kahoot, you can inspire students, you can raise their motivation for the subject, you can even um, develop uh, team spirit when students play in a team. So Kahoot is very handy tool in the classroom and even in your teaching activities. So that's why I inspire all of you to not to be afraid of creating Kahoots. You can start with using other Kahoots on the collections, and then gradually you will come to yes, you will come to creating your own. So I see a question from Shams Zoha. So yes, about advantages for MIE experts in Kahoot. Yes. So I'm an MIE expert for the second year. So last year when I became an expert for the first time, I used this um, possibility to have my premium account because it has more features than a free account. And thank you very much. And this year they the same, they have uh, privileges for Microsoft experts on Bansi and on Kahoot. And I remind you that on November 15 they started the second wave of nominations for Microsoft experts. So if you have not nominated this year yet, you are to jump in and nominate yourself until the beginning of January. And if you are interested in some consultations, some advice on Microsoft Expert nomination, you can also ask me. Thank you.
I think, Miss Ivanova, we can have a session to guide them how to become MIE experts. It's like it's very easy. The only thing is you need to have little guidance and you can do it on your own, right? When we did it on our own. It's a very self-learned process. But still, if you need any guidance, we can have a session on MIE before it ends, right? We can have it. And yes, people are praising you like anything. Very impressive,
Thank you
very
so much.
interesting
Thank you.
session. And not only, Kahoot is a wonderful tool, but like because we are saying it, as per the research, it actually increases the student attendance, the student motivation, and it makes class more engaging, right? There are research that has been conducted on the usage of Kahoot. So it's a wonderful way to gamify your classroom and makes class more interesting. So I have a small token of appreciation for Miss Ivanova, as I always do, for all the speakers, those who are coming over here and sharing, plethora of knowledge and helping other educators to grow. So it's an amazing gesture to give back to the society. And let me see if I'll be able to share it. Meanwhile, I'm also sharing this exit ticket for today's session.
So thank you, dear educators, for coming. And I
And
hope you will go on Kahooting and
yeah, true. So here is a link for you all, dear educators. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm just coming up with Miss Ivanova's certificate. It's coming uploading. And this is the exit ticket for you all. Please write the correct name and also write the correct email address. These certificates are auto-generated. So if you'll write a wrong name, you will get a certificate with the wrong name. And I hope you all will write the right name and do it. And also, uh, redeem the code that has been provided by Miss Ivanova that will help you to get a certificate from Microsoft. So you will have two certificates for the session. I'm stuck, Miss Ivanova. I'm just trying to bring that certificate to you, and internet is truly bad
Okay.
today. Let me try that again one more time. Yes, people are appreciating you. It was a very useful session. Indeed, it was. It was an amazing, amazing session. It's not coming up. I'm really sorry. I will be
Never mind.
emailing back to you.
Yes, yes,
It's
never
not
mind.
coming
Yeah.
up. It's loading and loading and loading. I don't know what's wrong with the tab.
I should say thank you to Ashana for inviting me to her webinars, live
It's
webinars.
always a pleasure to learn from you, and we see the passion that you have for learning, and you're exploring so many things from Bunsey to Kahoot to Wakelet, and you have so many tools in your arsenal, and that makes you a wonderful, more wonderful educator. And we believe that we all can do it, right? So just
Yes.
try utilizing Kahoot, and as you have requested, we will have one more session with Miss Ivanova, and she will make it more easier for you utilize it. And yes, we will have one more session for MIE expert. I was thinking about it, but yes, it is because it is like it will be ending in January, right? So we will have
Yes,
before that.
you'd better do it in November or December. It will
Yeah,
take
we
some
will have
time,
it in December.
but
And
it is a
yes,
bit complicated. Frankly
yeah,
speaking, it took me a lot of time to nominate
yes.
for Microsoft. I made some mistakes with accounts, and that's why
Mm-hmm.
I recommend you to start beforehand. And you can ask me. We can arrange a session to teach you how to nominate for the Microsoft expert. All of you are hard workers. You do a lot, and you only need to take time to summarize your activities and nominate for the Microsoft expert.
Miss Ivanova, please accept my sincere apologies. I'm unable to show the
Never mind.
certificate. There is some technical glitch. It's just loading and loading. I'm extremely sorry about it. Thank you
Thank you.
so much, everyone, for joining us today evening, and we are really happy that you are just thanking Miss Ivanova like anything is. She is a wonderful educator, and she is ready to help you more. So we look forward to host Miss Ivanova again, most probably in December, so that you can apply for your MIE expert. Thank you so much. Have a
Thank you.
great day ahead, Miss Ivanova. I'll be texting you your certificate within no time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Stay safe, all of you.